Hello and welcome to episode 13 of the Bowman Color Team Sets, where we take a look at the cards that comprise each team in the Bowman set and see what they were up to during the 1953 season. A few episodes back, we took a trip to Shibe Park with Tony from Psyched on Baseball Cards to check in on the Philadelphia Athletics. Today we're returning to Shibe Park once again to visit my favorite team, the Philadelphia Phillies. And to help us with our tour, we have fellow YouTuber and big-time Phillies fan, Ray from Philly.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Shibe Park at North 21st Street and West Lehigh Avenue here in Philadelphia, also known as Connie Mack Stadium. It's the home for both the American League Athletics and the National League Phillies from the mid-1930s into the early 1950s. First up today is the great Hall of Famer Richie Ashburn. Whitey was an All-Star in 1953 with a .330 batting average, including 61 walks, 25 doubles, 15 stolen bases, and 57 runs batted in. Ashburn would go on to become one of Philadelphia's most beloved TV and radio broadcasters alongside his partner in the booth, Harry Kalas. Mel Clark was called up to the majors in September of 1951 when he joined the Phillies at Pittsburgh's Forbes Field to play the Pirates. During his first batting practice as a Philly, Clark lined his first pitch off the Forbes Field clock in the left field, causing Richie Ashburn to yell out, "Holy cow, there goes my job." But a serious knee injury suffered in 1953 would slow down his overall production. Unfortunately for Clark, he would never be able to rekindle his once promising start. Next up is Forrest Smokey Burgess, who could flat out hit. He had a career .295 batting average and once batted .368 with 345 at-bats in 1954 when he was an All-Star with the Phils. Joe Garagiola once said, "You could wake Burgess up at 3 a.m. on Christmas morning with 2 inches of snow on the ground, throw him a curveball, and he end up hitting a line drive." The three-time All-Star Del Ennis is one of the greatest Phillies of all time. As a member of the Whiz Kids squad, Ennis led the National League with 126 RBIs in a spectacular 1950 season where he posted a .311 batting average. In fact, from 1949 to 1957, besides Stan Musial, no one in the game had more RBIs than Del Ennis. Carl Drew's best season with the Phils was in 1952, when he was third in the National League with 5 shutouts, sixth in complete games with 15, and seventh in ERA with a 2.72 mark. His success did not carry over into 53, however, when he ended up with a 4.52 ERA. In 1953, Curt Simmons and his teammate Hall of Famer Robin Roberts had established themselves as a solid 1-2 punch amongst starters in the National League. The pair were even next-door neighbors in the Philadelphia suburb of Meadowbrook. On the afternoon of June 5th that year, Simmons was mowing his lawn with a brand-new power mower when he stumbled and got his foot caught underneath, severing several toes and cutting his big toe to the bone. Roberts rushed over from next door and helped get his teammate to the emergency room. Simmons made a quick recovery and even returned to pitch on the 4th of July, but would never be quite the same. Simmons went 9-9 after the injury, and as a result, the Phillies fell out of contention for the season. Nevertheless, Roberts would be an All-Star in 1953, going 23-16 with a 2.75 ERA, including 33 complete games and 5 shutouts. In 1953, second baseman Connie Ryan had a .296 batting average with 26 RBIs before a midseason trade sent him to Chicago to join the White Sox. Before Michael Jack Schmidt, Willie Pudd'nhead Jones had been the finest third baseman in Phillies history. In the 1950 Whiz Kids season, Pudd'nhead became an All-Star with 25 homers, 88 RBIs, and 163 hits. Defensively, he had a .963 career fielding percentage. An All-Star 3 years in a row, Granville Wilbur Granny Havner was a key player on the Whiz Kids, batting .429 with 3 extra base hits in the 1950 World Series. In March of '52, manager Eddie Sawyer would name Hamner the team captain of the Phillies. Pitcher Howard Fox is definitely the tragic figure in this 1953 lineup. After spring training, Howie ended up playing in the majors in 1953 and instead spent the season with the AAA Baltimore affiliate. After his 9-season major league career ended in 1955, Howie was killed in a fight outside a bar he owned in San Antonio, Texas. He was 34 years old. So that's it from Shibe Park here in Philly, home of the Fightin' Phils.
So that about does it for this episode of the Bowman Color Team Sets. Want to send out a special thanks to Ray for his great contribution to this episode, and if you've somehow never visited Ray's channel, I'll make sure to put a link to his channel below. Thanks as always for checking out the video, and I'm certainly looking forward to the discussions that follow. I'll go ahead and get started on the next episode, so until then, take care and talk to you all soon.